Hi everyone, this is Lillian. If you are new here to my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you're returning, thank you. I am here to show you a tutorial. This is Scrapdiva's August release new die. It is the Farm Gift Box. Super cute, and it has a lot of pieces. And I think I've said this before, when I see a lot of pieces, I tend to get a little bit overwhelmed. But once I kind of separate them and identify what are the foundation pieces, what are the layering pieces, it gets a little bit easier. So I thought I'd jump on and show you. I've cut out my my pieces here, but I wanted to kind of go through all the elements and we'll put it together. So make sure that you visit her website if you want to pick this up. Use my code Lillian10 so you could save 10%. And anywho, so let's go ahead and jump in. So we have 3 foundational dies, and I call them foundational dies because it's the one that create the box itself. So this is the farm wall front and back, and it has that a shape. This is the side of the farm, and then of course this is the bottom of the farm. So the farmhouse, I should say, or gift box. So you're going to cut 2 of these front and back, 2 of these for your 2 sides, and 1 for the bottom, which I already did. My foundational pieces are in red. As you could see here, this is the front, back, the side, the bottom. I started folding them so I could get started. But these are my foundation pieces. And then of course we have the layering pieces. Traditionally, we make these the decorative pieces, right? So same shape. So here's the farm, the front and the back. And then we also have, and then of course you're going to cut out 2 pieces of that. You have the side of the farm, 2 pieces of that, and then the bottom. So 1 piece of that. And you usually know these are the layering pieces, excuse me, because you have the stitching in each one. At least that's how I usually identify them right away. So let's go ahead and put that aside. And then of course, this is the top of the box that will be covering it, of course, and you're going to need 2 of these pieces. And it has this score line here where you're going to score it, and of course glue it to the box depending on how you want to close it, because it could be a variation there. And then the last 4 pieces are the barn door. So this is the solid piece, and then the barn door cuts out the outline, and then the window, oops, we have a little foamy here. So the window, you have the back of the window, and then of course the outline. So, you know, it's up to you. You could, I think I cut out 2, 4, 6 windows. You don't have to do as many, 6 windows, and I did 2 barn doors. And then you have, I thought these were awning. I guess you could, but they're the roof shingles, which in my final project, I didn't use them, but you certainly can. So let me go ahead and get started scoring these and then putting them together. I'm going to do this really quickly, or else, of course, the video will take long. But these are my foundational pieces. I love this collection. Look at how cute it is. It's already stitched. I was wondering like how it was going to look, but I think it's going to look pretty cute. And this is my top. Just in case you're wondering, this is the Simple Stories Vintage Linen Market Collection. Very cute. Almost gives it an American USA, like 4th of July vibe, but it's perfect for a farm theme. So anyway, and so here's the window that I cut out. It certainly lends itself to create it into a shaker. I did not, but I did cut out foam out of the outline because I wanted to make it give it that 3D effect. But you could certainly create I believe a shaker with it if you want. I did not. I just cut out the pieces and a foam because I do want the outline to have that 3D effect. So now that I've shown you all the pieces, let me go ahead and start putting it together so you could see, and then I'll stop the video once I have it. Okay, now that I've added all my layers onto my foundations, I have my 2 pieces that will go on top of the gift box. And as you can see, I'm pointing out the score lines for each. So you want to do this before you glue it on or place it on top of your box. So let's go ahead and do those 2 pieces, and we'll set them aside. Again, if you choose to do the shingles, then you would want to glue them here at this point, and then go ahead and do your folding. So let's go ahead and put those aside. I'm going to put the windows together and then the box together, and then we'll move from there. Okay, now that we have the windows done, now I could go ahead and put the box together. So typically I use wet glue here. I know some of you guys like to use score tape. I just feel wet glue allows me to be more flexible, especially when lining it up, because sometimes I don't do it straight. But let me go ahead and finish this, and I'll come back. Okay, here we are. This is it. Starting to look pretty cute. What do you think? And look at how well the pattern paper works. Like I said, I wasn't sure, but it works really well. Just going to reinforce it here. As I was doing it, like I was putting pressure on it to reinforce it, but I feel like I need to do that a little bit more because it feels kind of a little wonky. So, but super cute. And now it's time to put on the roof, which is, of course, the opening of the gift bag. And actually, when I started doing this, I was all excited about it. I was like, okay, how am I going to glue this? And I started gluing. You'll notice that I glue. I'm all excited. I glue this piece on. Then I was like, wait a second. Am I gluing the top completely? But what I'm pointing out here is that the roof is definitely wider than the box itself, because like a barn, you want that overhang on each side. Yeah, sorry. I forget sometimes that I'm recording this, so I'm like, boo. You're not showing. But what I'm doing here is I'm putting glue on the tabs so I could glue half of the roof. But like I was saying, I was all excited, very focused on this. And then as I finished gluing it, I was like, wait a second, I can't glue the second part or else I'm going to close my entire box. But it's okay because I glued, this piece as you see here that I'm doing. And it was kind of tricky. I don't know, maybe I could have done it a different way. Let me know in the comments how you do it or how I could have done it differently. This was my first run on it. So I was like, what? But I glued it and I was very happy with myself. But then it dawned on me. I was like, wait a second. I can't do that to the second piece because I was going to. But I was like, how are we going to have the opening? Anywho, so speeding it up here, just not to put you through the pain. But as you could see, I put it down and it looks great. And this is where I think, wait a second. I can't do the same thing to the other one or else how am I going to open it, right? And actually here, it reminds me of a Happy Meal. Wouldn't you think so? Yeah. And so here, this is where I make the realization like, crap, I can't get it out. I can't get it off. So that's okay. I decided that I'm just going to glue the second piece on the wide end so it opens up this way. And actually it worked out pretty good. So I think this is where you have your variation, that you don't have to do it this way. I'm almost, thinking, because I really like the way the roof looks, both of them glued, like maybe we could do an opening on the bottom, but look at how cute this is. If I were to glue it and put it there. So that's what I'm doing here. Because again, I made that realization of like, you can't glue it together or else you're not going to have an opening. So look at here, super cute. I mean, there's your barn. Again, it opens up like a Happy Meal, but I like it. I think it's cute. Right? Anyway, but I'm not going to decorate it here, embellish it. I'll embellish it later and I'll definitely post my end result for you. But cute little die set. Pick it up on her website. Use my code Lillian10 so you can save 10%. But super adorable. Look at that. And I really like this paper collection. It really worked well. Like I said, I didn't use the shingles, but you could. That could be on another one. So we shall see. Anyways, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.